keynote speaker, Mr. Krishnan Sadagopan. He's a senior vice president in Ashok Leyland, and we are really very proud to say that he is our precious alumni. And he has completed his master's in machine design from Sardar Patel College of Engineering. Now I would like to give you a brief idea. Basically, all the audience is our students. However, I'm giving a little idea about our SPC and the recent developments in SPC to our speaker. Dear sir, as you might be aware that SPC is an autonomous institution from since 2010, and it is affiliated to University of Mumbai. SPC has already completed the first round of autonomy and received the autonomy extension of the autonomy till 2021. We have already completed 3 rounds of accreditation, and we are going for the 4th round of accreditation for our various programs of BTech, and we are also going for the accreditation of MTech also. Our MTech programs are already accredited, and we are going for the 2nd round of accreditation of those programs. And we are really proud that our students are being selected by top companies, MNCs, and our students are working across the globe at the top positions like senior vice president, CEO, CFO, CTO, like this. And they are creating the footprints in the technological world. Now, with reference to the recent changes, there are a lot of changes in the curriculum. As a Dean Academics, I would like to give the idea in the next 2 minutes. We have done a lot of changes in the last 1.5 years, particularly in the curriculum. We have offered the choice-based credit system. We have offered the tracks to the students based on their requirements. They are free to select the courses based on their career goals. We have offered the value-added non-technical courses fully free of charge to our students to groom their personalities. We have also offered the specialized software training program conducted by the industry under the MOU with Siemens, and Siemens has offered this training program to our students. Based on that, students have been already selected in the top companies. Then we also had the MOU with Sagarmala. It's a naval organization to conduct the specific training program with reference to the automotive industries. And our MTech students are undergoing these typical training programs. We also had a lot of new courses added, like we have added the startup as a one specialized course in our curriculum to address or to be in alignment with the government's initiative of Startup India. Then we have also added the course like engineering system development to be in alignment with the government's drive of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan and Unnat Maharashtra Abhiyan. Then we have also added many more courses as per the today's market requirement, today's industry requirement, and many more courses in alignment with Industry 4.0. like IoT, then machine learning, and many more. So we have done many curriculum reforms in the last 1.5 years, and we have given maximum freedom to our students so that they can receive, they can get the, they can select the courses as per their requirements, and at the same time, they can also learn various courses. So we have also offered the open elective concept. So students can select the open elective from any branch and they can learn it, and those things can be added. Particularly, we have also considered NPTEL as one of the online portal available, and those 20% credit can be treated as the part of our curriculum. So many such kind of curriculum reforms has been done. As a Dean Academics, I have to state those things. Now, with reference to the SPC racing team, I have few things to tell. SPC racing team, yes. Basically, we are really proud to say that SPC racing team has been established and guided, directed by one of our very close friends, Dr. Sudhakar Umare sir, and he has established the standards in SPC racing team activities, and under his guidance, under his leadership, SPC racing team has brought many more trophies in the last few years and represented SPC at various events at the national level, and really particularly participated in the various competitions with premier institutions like IITs and NITs. So SPC racing team, particularly this year, is a Formula student team from SPC. Here we have 60 UG students who work in the domain of research, design, fabrication, and test the real-life electric and combustion formula style race cars. These students this team has represented our university at various national contexts, like 6th overall in Formula Bharat 2020. They secured 6th position. Recently in 2020 in Formula Bharat competition. Then 2nd and 3rd in procurement and team management in electrical vehicle concept challenge 2020. They are 3rd in AutoX in Supra SA India 2017. And our students have qualified for international events like FS East, FS Shays, and FS Austria in the past 2 years. So these are the few achievements of our SPC racing team, and I really congratulate our SPC racing team team members who are consistently putting a lot of efforts in designing, developing, fabricating, and finally participating developing the car and participating in the competitions and bringing the laurels to the institute. At the same time, I expect our SPC racing team to elevate their standards further so that they will be competing at the international level and bringing the trophies in SPC. So from my side, I wish SPC racing team a great success, and today's seminar is being organized by our leader, Dr. Umare sir. This particular webinar is going to give you the insights which are not easily available in the books, because we have our keynote speaker who is a senior vice president of Ashok Leyland, and he's going to give you the things which are not available in the books. It is not available in the literature available. So all of us are really fortunate to have this speaker with us. I request Mr. Krishnan Sadagopan to start the session. Now I hand over the session to Mr. Krishnan Sadagopan. Yes, sir.
Okay. My voice is clear. You are able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Kiran, your instructions are clear, but I have one request. Anybody has a question, let them raise their hand. I have no issue. Because the flow will be very good then. It will be more interactive than 2 hours boring lecture. Is it okay with you, Kiran? Then you can.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because I could see, because later on by seeing the chat box, many people will leave.
Yeah.
If they want a question, they can. Okay.
Okay.
Now, thanks for. So I got permission from Mr. Kiran. So you all are permitted to raise your hand and ask question. Make it very interactive. It is a coffee day session. That's what we put it in the evening. Okay. Be relaxed and understand the big bridge or gap between academic career and a professional career. I was also a student like you 30 years back in the college and passed through many things. Out of curiosity, I have reached to this place, and still my quest for or thirst for knowledge is not reduced. And once you entered in a college, that's all. Your life is learning. And you know, when I was studying in the college, it is only mechanical, purely mechanical and automobile. Later on in 2000, after a decade, everything became electronics. And you started getting everything on electronics. And now everything is digital. So in 3 decades, the transformation happened from mechanical to electronics and electronics to digital. And now everything is available at your table and at your wish and at your mobile in your hand. That means the old fundamental is gone added. That means you have 30 years of work to be done while we were doing only 10 years of work to be done. That much effort you should put for learning now, even though all the tools are available with you. You are fortunate, your professors are friends to me, so they said, why don't you come and talk to my team? I said, it's okay, we'll talk to that lecture. Okay, number 1. Number 2, he had given a lot of accreditations to the college and what are all the initiatives they had taken. And have your dream with you. India is very famous, at least in Stanford and Harvard also. Harvard means the same compound is shared by MIT in USA, Stanford, MIT, and even Ivy League colleges. Further, you can do a postdoc or doctorates, and many things are there because the exposure or further more close to your futuristic facilities are available there. For example, many colleagues worked with me and their children also, whoever did apprenticeship with me, they share their experiences from Stanford and even in MIT, and your college is very famous there. No issue. SP Sardar Patel College is known to them. In fact, in Chennai, there is another college called SSN Engineering College. One of the guy joined MIT this time, and one professor they sent from Harvard just to visit that college, saying that where this college is there, how people are coming from there. So if you have very good talent, they are picking up and they are coming and visiting your college. So I request you all go around the world, spread around and make this college brand very high. And those universities should know that, yes, Sardar Patel College is there in Mumbai, Andheri. Okay, make it very proud. So that possibility is there, so much opportunity here talk to you. So since he showed you so much opportunity, I will make a session very interactive. It is not only that automobiles, how our industry had become digital now. That also I will show you some important items where we are using digital. I hope you understand what is digital. Digital is nothing but you will use Internet of Things. One example I can tell you. I hope you might be at least learning machine learning, or I don't know, some syllabus might be there, machine learning and artificial intelligence and all. Okay, so it's a big question that quite sometimes people used to say we don't have intelligence, so somebody sit and invented artificial intelligence because naturally we have stupidity. That maybe the reason artificial intelligence came. It's not like that. Artificial intelligence is beyond Google. Today, if you ask anything, you will get it from Google, okay? But if you want a decision, Google cannot give. It will give only data. Interpreting the data and giving a decision is artificial intelligence. it can be applied for any business. Okay. Now, Internet of Things is nothing but, for example, if you go to one house and if you store your password of that Wi-Fi, when you come out, you cannot be connected. When you enter into the same house or same college or same library, automatically it is getting connected. That is machine learning. That means your Android phone had already learned that in this place I will connect this because you are given a password. And cyber security in another area. And forget about hackathon. Hackathon is only for play but not for regular rules. But still you can do that. However, Internet of Things, which we are using is, we have already, because most of our vehicles are 32-bit, 64-bit ECU-based calibrations or ECU-based powertrain running, ECU-based transmission running. So these data can be captured. That means when the vehicle is running on real time, I can see what are all the parameters. So a few of them also I'll introduce you because you are from mechanical engineering. Nevertheless, mechanical engineering fundamental is always useful. If you study thermodynamics, yes, thermodynamics is important for the gas exchange process for combustion chemistry. And more so, thermal management is very important for Euro 6 or burning of the fuel. So you are either thermodynamics or thermal engineering is definitely as a must for automobile. And when you go to computers now, there is no limit at all. And we are using Creo, that is Pro-E for modeling. We also use CATIA. When you mention Siemens is for SAP. For us, they provided the SAP support, enterprise resource management. And CATIA, Creo, these two softwares we are using for designing or modeling. In today's world, whatever you imagine, you can make a 3D model, you can visualize and you can test. Means we have reached up to augmented reality. In the sense, if augmented reality is there, you can bring the picture at your place. By the way you are sitting, I can really show what is happening at SP College or what is happening at Stanford. So augmented reality at home. So the same way, today it's well advanced, our engineering also. So for that, we should use softwares for designing, analysis also. Analysis, we are using Nastran and Patran, as well as some custom-made softwares are there for analysis. But fundamental mechanical engineering had not changed. For example, gear design is there. We also design gears. But we use a standard called DIN 3960 and DIN standards we will use. But the same module into number of teeth or your addendum, dedendum, thickness of the teeth, strength, nothing changes, stress by strain, same formula, cantilever or simply supported, shaft designs. These are the things, Indian industries are doing their own designs. We are doing own design. If you heard about a mini truck called Dost, a small truck from Ashok Leyland, Dost, which might be moving around. And that engine is designed by me. That is my first engine design in India. Fully white sheet design, 3-cylinder, 1.5 liter. So for that design, I have used material technology. I used this Creo. I have used all analysis, rubber technology. And of course, without computer, nothing will happen. Materials, production engineering means manufacturing, design for manufacturing. And many wide materials, sintered components, aluminum components, bearing materials, strength. So it's quite interesting. So whatever you are doing in college, you can multiply and learn and assimilate. It will be useful in future, even for a coding engineer, understanding, fast grasping and producing the results are very important. And if you go to 2035, business and engineering will be same. Today you are doing engineering and again you are doing application engineering, then you are going to business. So the distance is coming very close. So we will do engineering management in future. Okay. Let me start my lecture with introducing you that what is Euro 6. Today, if from April 1st, 2020, if you go and purchase any vehicle, either two-wheeler or three-wheeler or a big truck or a bus or a small car, everything they say that, sir, Euro 6 vehicle is available. BS6 vehicle is available. That means what is the 6 number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Till 2000, there is no emission regulation in India. So I will show some photographs how the vehicles were plying in India. Or in Mumbai, if you stand in any bus stop in the morning, you will hear a big noise from the bus. And when they start the bus and driver will go for a tea, bus will be standing there and you will get lot of smoke from the exhaust. That is maybe 25 years back, I can say. Now in 2010, BS4 norms came. That means 2000 to 2004, 4 times, 5 times, the pollution norms were regulated by the government. No, I can't accept 5 is the number. I will reduce the smoke to 1. Like that, government regulations are there. I'll show you exact regulations. So in that, now you know 2 vehicles very clearly. One is motorcycle and another is passenger car. If you take motorcycle, it is a gasoline engine. It's a petrol engine in motorcycle. You will fill petrol there. And the RPM is very high. When you rise it, you will say, oh, like that. You will get a sound in the motorcycle and you will like it, So that is because the RPM is very high, 9,000 RPM. That's what the motorcycle. When you go to passenger car, the RPM is slightly reduced, 5,000 or something. When you go to tractor and even trucks, it is 2,000, 2,500. When you go to railways diesel engine, it is 1,000 RPM. And some gensets and some industrial engines, 1,500 RPM. Like that, RPM, that is, engine will be rotating at a particular revolutions per minute. Please imagine, within a minute, 2,500 revolutions it is doing. So that is the speed, 2,000 revolutions within a minute. And every 2 revolution, you will get 1 power stroke inside. So any automobile engine is nothing but we will, inside the cylinder, we will suck airflow plus fuel flow. We will give fuel and air, and 2,500 revolutions per minute, that means 1,250 times you will get a power stroke there. Power stroke means fuel will burn and it will explode. There what is happening is the chemical energy is converted into heat energy and heat energy is converted into mechanical energy. So just for you to give an introduction before showing it to BS6, I'm saying. So when air and fuel are mixing, you know about gasoline or diesel, the chemistry says gasoline is C8 octane fuel, C8H18. And diesel is C16 and H32. That's the chemistry. So C means carbon. Carbon means black one. When you pressurize the carbon or graphite, you will get diamond. Okay. So carbon is energetic, very energetic. Without carbon, nothing. No? Even we are running to burn the calories and carbon. Okay, no issue. So world is working for decarbonization. C8 and C32 are available with us. That is gasoline and diesel everywhere, correct? Petrol and diesel. In Mumbai, taxis are CNG, it seems. I think so. CNG had come. CNG is methane, CH4. That means C8 and C16 had reduced to C now. Only 1 carbon. That means that much smoke is reduced. Pollution is reduced. So pollution can be reduced by modifying a fuel from gasoline to gas. I have few essay papers on gasoline to gas published in 2000. Maybe in your library you will get it. So gasoline to gas, when you change, automatically pollution is reducing because we already cracked 8 carbon items again. Future, you know that what is the future? Either Siemens or even Canada and China and Europe, Germany, they all are investing on hydrogen fuel, and Australia as well as Japan, hydrogen. So a day was there when this around the world in 80 days, you might have heard by Jules Verne. In his book, he had written, water will be the coal of the future. Today, our all power plants, thermal power plants, most of the power plant other than hydro, for example, we live in, what is that place? Kulu, Manali or Darjeeling or Gangtok. Those places you can have the hydro power plants because enough water is coming there, enough water is there near Himalayas. And in our place, we know how much we are struggling for water. In down south, we have enough coal, In coal bed is there in many area, even in east. So there we can use thermal power plant. You are getting electricity, 80% of the electricity is generated with thermal power plant. There is no green electricity in India. They say some green coal is coming, anyhow, no issue. So electricity. And beyond coal, we have nuclear. Nuclear energy is so powerful. If you want to understand nuclear, I will tell you in single sentence. Nuclear is nothing but it is heating the water. And that steam turbine, it is a steam turbine, you know. So turbine is generating, that is rotating the motor, which generates electricity. That's all. So nuclear fuel means, for example, if you have to use 72,000 kg of coal to generate, say, 1 kilowatt of power, you can use only 18 kg of nuclear fuel. That much nuclear is efficient and zero pollutant, but it is dangerous. So it's all pros and cons are there. All safety measures are taken. So in India, power should not be a problem now. You are getting everywhere power now. Power is earlier. So I just telling. So various forms of energy is there. So future people won't talk of diesel, gasoline, or anything. People will talk of energy. Energy is coming from where? Either diesel or gasoline or coal or nuclear or solar, wind, and even you'll say natural gas, that is CNG, compressed natural gas, LNG, liquid natural gas in all ports available now, LPG. To be frank with you, you are using 4 energy in your house. Gas for cooking, no LPG, and electric for fridge and other appliances, and CNG car outside, and diesel trucks. So already we are living with 4 to 5 energies and energy efficiencies. Okay, all these things, when you talk of efficiency, no, all are not efficient. These efficiencies left over for you. That's a big opportunity for you to learn and execute these efficiency improvement projects in future. So you have a bike. When you fill 1 liter fuel in the bike, you know how much it is giving power and how much wasted. For a liter, how much it is getting, fuel is getting wasted, you are aware? Anybody, any guess? Any raise the hand, guess? 1 liter I am giving fuel. How much is used and how much is wasted? Any guess? Not from professors, only from students. Some professor will say, I know, sir. No guess? Bike, you are using bike, you know, powerful bike. Pulsar or Hero or Honda, which bike you are using? 200cc, Enfield, Royal Enfield. Okay, you are filling petrol there. 1 liter fuel is consumed. That means how much percentage converted to useful fuel? Any guess? Anybody knows? Okay, it's a general knowledge question. If you don't know, I will express. Or you all are muted. Okay, somebody had written Muhammad 70. So your belief is 70% it is used. Wait. No, okay, very good. It's like कौन बनेगा करोड़पति? वो अभी बहुत आते रहते हैं. 70% by Mohammad Ifran, Jai Naik 20%, Mandar Kodange 30%, Bhavya Parekh 30%, Rudajit Das 40%. Okay, so we will give big hand to Mandar Kodange and Bhavya Parekh. They are on dot. 30%. Yes. So very good. Irfan, you also right, but the 70% is wasted. Irfan. Okay, very good. So only 30% is used. Yes, 70% fuel we are wasting. So much we can improve upon for burning of the fuel, and we can do research in that area and improve upon and do projects for fuel economy improvement. The advantage, today we are importing the crude and refining and supplying to everywhere. So when you improve fuel economy, then our import will be reduced and India GDP will grow. We can make India strong. So this is another one. So fuel. I introduced carbon fuel purposely to you, and the efficiency out of general knowledge I told you. So what it happens is, even though the 70% fuel wastage, it will come as unburned fuel in the exhaust. So what this unburned fuel does, Unburned hydrocarbon means it will be have white smoke. It is unburned. Unburned means that fuel is coming as it is.
डिलीट केलं ना पूर्ण मग जे स्टिकर
That means when you smell it, you will get nausea. Carbon will go inside to your lungs, that particle. That is called as hydrocarbon. So one pollutant I introduced as a hydrocarbon. And half burned fuel is called carbon monoxide, CO. It's half burned. And there are another two pollutant if it is diesel engine which is heavy called nitrous oxide. In the air 72% is nitrogen. So if combustion is not complete, if combustion is complete you should get pure nitrogen outside the tailpipe. When it's not complete it will come NOx. And under unburned fuel, small carbon particle will come. That's called as particulate matters. So there are only four pollutants: carbon monoxide, hydrocarbon. It's coming in the slide, I can show you. And NOx and particulate matter. Now I told you pollution regulation done by government in these four area only. In these four area, carbon monoxide, hydrocarbon. Because government is interested in our health. If we inhale in the traffic or everywhere, whatever exhaust comes outside, there are its ill effects are there. For example, if nitrogen oxide is there, acid rain will come, eye irritation will be there. Hydrocarbon, you know that what is this CO, carbon monoxide? It is equivalent to anesthesia. You will get drowsiness later. Asthmatic will come. So the government knows these are the negative points, and public health they are interested, so they are regulating the pollution because so much vehicle population is there. So in that category, today we are in Euro 6. Either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These four pollutants are regulated. Now these four pollutants had reduced very less. How we are going to meet these regulations? By designing an engine or designing an after treatment. In Mumbai, around near, I think, Panvel or something, yes, you might have seen the chemical plants, ONGC or some chemical plant. So you might be seeing there will be a chimney, and in the top of it, you might have seen flames of big flames will be burning. Anybody has seen? Those big flames are treating the chemical which is coming out of the chimney. It is burning it, and so that air is pure. It is not allowing pollutant to come. Same way in Euro 6, we are going to burn whatever unburned in the cylinder inside the engine in the after treatment. Okay. So in this introduction, I'll start my lecture. Any question? So no question. So I'll just start my lecture. Okay. Okay. So I am from Ashok Leyland. Ashok Leyland is a manufacturer of trucks and buses, small, big and all. And we also supply engines for power solution business, gensets and industrial engines, forklift, harvester. And for many purposes we supply engines, as well as 50% of the defense vehicles are planted with our engines, I can say. And exports also, maybe if you go to Dubai or Saudi Arabia in Arab market, all school buses are from Ashok Leyland. In Sri Lanka, 50% of buses from Ashok Leyland. So we engineer ourselves to give best products out of it. This is just to say that P15, this is the engine I have designed, but other engines from somewhere I have adapted and we have made it to Euro 6 now. These are all 3-cylinder, 2-cylinder engine. We used to call as 3-cylinder, 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder liter capacity. But you have from 40 horsepower to 450 horsepower engine. Or that this is the first Euro 6 engine displayed in the Auto Expo in 2016. And this box is called okay. So sorry for that. I think you are not able to see my slide, no?
No, sir.
I have to show you, no? So I have to know how to. 1 minute. So I have to do slide. Sorry, I started the slide and started talking. To present. You are able to see the screen?
No, sir.
Share your, no, yes. Now you will be. I hope so.
Yes, sir. Now it is in process.
Yes. You
Yes,
got
now
it?
yeah, it is visible.
Sorry. So I was talking about this without showing the slide. Sorry for that. So I was telling that, okay, now you are able to see many engines here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The left-hand side P15 is designed by me. And now around 400,000, 4 lakhs engines and zero failure, 100% Indian design. And this engine ZE30 is from Nissan, Japan, but now I got the license to produce in India. We have localized all the parts. And these two engines are derived from H4 and H6. And I don't know, there is no laser pointer is here to point out. Just searching. You do presentation, you'll get a pointer. No? Anyhow, no issue. You are able to see the slides, or you are able to see one hand is moving here and there.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, though I will point with the hand and talk, no issue. So yeah, we are using two fuels. I told you, no, natural gas, CNG. Delhi buses are CNG only, and CNG and diesel, and that combustion is engineered. And if you take oil pan, all are sheet metal. So a lot of engineering is there. Crankcase is casting. So a lot of engineering is there. And we got 1.5 liter to 8 liter, 40 horsepower to 450 horsepower. So many engines are being designed and applicated to so many trucks and buses, different varieties. This is the first Auto Expo displayed, Hero 6. This one, the box I was saying is after treatment box. I will explain you what is after treatment later. This is the engine. So engine will serve the purpose of giving power, torque, doing the extra work, everything. But whatever best possible combustion it will happen, and the pollutant will come through this exhaust pipe. It will be treated here, then the exhaust will come out. That means after treating here and come out, all the pollutants will be reduced. Okay. Sir, this engine model you are seeing is made in Creo. You are familiar with Creo? Anybody is doing designing 3D modeling? Creo means you can say it's called as Pro-E software, Creo software. Okay. Now, there are talks are going on from 2030, 30% of the vehicle will go to electric. Is it truly possible? If it goes to electric today, if power generation is from coal, we are only shifting the pollution to somewhere. So according to me, it's not going to happen, because at least in lorry and other places, a 16-ton truck requires 4-ton weight of battery, and battery technology yet to improve. That is what it is. Okay. Now you are able to see. I told you 20 years back, this is the shape of the road. So hence Bharat Sarkar brought this BS6, and now in this picture you can clearly say BS3 was there in 2005 and we are 2021. See, we are zero here in this BS6. So much, and NOx and PM. I told you, two pollutant. For diesel engines, buses and trucks, it is NOx and PM. For a bike, it is CO and HC, similar to this. That means one truck, if you use in BS1, that is 2000, is equivalent to 30 trucks in BS6. That means our population, truck population increase, so you have to reduce pollution so that we can live. We have to live, no? In the, are you breathing right or are you drinking right? We are very sure we are not drinking right. That's why we used to carry Bisleri bottle and filtered water. We are not believing any water from the tap. So similar way, we should not carry air flask. Right now, we have come up to mask. After masking, air flask only. We are not believing that. So this is only to say, means 10 things you should know about BS6. when these questions, what are the BS6 norms? BS6 norms, I told you, no, NOx and PM reduction norms. And is it same as global? Yes, it is same as global. It is like Europe. Europe, the BS6 norms came in 2014 and we got it in 2020. So what are all the changes we are doing? That and all we will show you. Anyhow, thanks to Mr. Nitin Gadkari sir. He is a visionary. He just told in 2017 that BS6 from 2020 will happen in India. That's all. That is the only gazette. At 12 o'clock, I received a mail from the government saying that from 2020 BS6 Gadi Banado. But all the industry and other people cooperated well to make it. Now you see, this is what the pollution changes happened in India from 99 to 2020. I am in page number 15, and up to 2017 it is BS4 and 2020 BS6. Just
हा सर काय म्हणताय कुठे
if you want to know the figures, I can tell is of no use now. Very low figure. NOx was 8 and now it is becoming 0.4.
अरे वा,
I'll
आज
tell
कुठे
you.
हा
Okay. This I have already introduced you. Air fuel is going inside the cylinder and you are getting carbon dioxide, NOx, HC. These are the 4 pollutants we are talking. NOx, HC, CO, PM. Okay. If you are not controlling the emission, these are the negative points you will get it.
कारण की सध्या
Headache, fatigue.
अ,
Sometimes we used to smell the odor, no? Diesel odor. You see. If NOx is not reduced, we will have visibility problem, acid rain,
काय
global warming. We have cataract, no? These are all due to NOx.
काय माहित आता.
And if particulate is not controlled, then we will have lung cancer.
हा, तेच ना.
So PM also needed to be
आपल्याला
regulated.
तिकडचं म्हणजे
Eye irritation will be there if NOx is not controlled. In the morning,
काय करायचं तुम्ही सांगा सर.
in Delhi, when there is a 5 degree, if you go, you will get full of smog and you will get the eye droplets in the eye. So these are all due to, and it's carbon monoxide, I said, you will get drowsiness or a loss of consciousness if you inhale more.
कॉलेजला येते
So these pollutants, okay. I want to just show you about some pictures in the lockdown.
सध्या फिरणं जरा
Before lockdown, the sea was like this, and later lockdown, you see how blue is.
हा,
That means no industrial waste gone there.
आणि
And 2019 PM was 2.5 was
आणि कुठे
around throughout India.
लोक चांगले
And
असतात,
2020,
आपल्याला
after
माहिती
this pandemic,
कोणते
we
लोक
got
precaution
blue
घेतात,
sky.
नाही घेत.
Blue sky came back to us, and we are able to see this this India Gate
कोणते लोक घेतात,
very
कोणते
clearly,
घेत नाही,
not
आपल्याला माहित
like original Delhi in the left-hand side. These are all due to pandemic. So pandemic made this change, but Euro 6 also will make this change. After Euro 6, you can have a clear sky and you will breathe right. That is why Euro 6 came.
आतापर्यंत
And this is only to show you a schematic diagram. Page number 26. I'm just showing you a schematic diagram where we'll say there is a tailpipe called exhaust fuel injection. This is the pipe. So here exhaust gas will go inside. Then you will have DOC. I will explain you all what is. This is the exhaust system. You saw a box, no? This is the box. Inside there is a item called DOC and diesel particulate filter, then SCR catalyst. When the exhaust gas pass through this, it is getting treated, and outside whatever you are getting is nitrogen, oxygen, and water. What we want from tailpipe, this is the tailpipe. This nitrogen, oxygen, and water. Okay. So these are all you leave it. I will just go to that. Okay. I will do full screen share so that.
तुम्ही सांगा काय करायचं.
Now it is visible for you. Okay. More visible. Correct. Okay. Now fuel plus engine plus emission control. If you want Euro 6, that is to reduce pollution,
मग काय
you should use Euro 6 fuel. Euro 6 fuel means sulfur content of the fuel will be very less. Very less. 10 ppm, that's all the sulfur in the fuel. And engine modifications to be done and after treatment to be used. If you do all the three, then clean air you can get it. So this is a schematic where exhaust gas from the turbocharger flows here through DOC, DPF and SCR and it is coming out. We will see how it is. Now, you could see we have PUC norms in Bombay. We used to get for 30 rupees this pollution certificate and keep it in the car. Same way, PUC norms not required when you go to Euro 6 actually.
सध्याच्या परिस्थितीत
And
कसं
you have a
सगळेजण
tight
समजून
fuel
घेतात.
standards for clean air.
असं आहे.
And
सध्या जाणं पण म्हणजे थोडं
India will be the first country to make it effective in a short time, because many countries took Euro 6 in 6 years, 7 years, 9 years. India did in 3 years. You see so much, in future you won't see vehicles like this because of Euro 6.
एक काम करू नाही तर
We have a
आपण
tough
मंडेला त्याला
market
भेटू.
that our conditions are not conducive. In a rainy season, you will see this is the way. We don't know how Euro 6 is going to behave in this. However, we can use alternate fuels also. I told you to combat the global warming. Now I'll tell you about this global warming. You heard about this word called global warming, no? When you visit Germany, first time when I visited Stuttgart for an exhibition, I went to a hotel and I saw that there is no fan there. There is no AC also. So I was asking him, where is the fan? He said, no fan in German hotels because the maximum temperature may not cross 24 degrees. Maximum temperature. We used to adjust our AC for 24 and sit here. In Germany, it is quite natural. So they are worried about global warming because this 24 degree will increase to 25.5 in 10 years time or 20 years time. It is predicted if you have more vehicles polluting there. So what government is doing then, all these fan companies, AC companies from India has to go there. Frank with you, if you are not believing, you go into Germany and stay in a hotel, you will see no fan is there today. So that is why Germany, there is an announcement from 2020, this fossil fuel based energy system, they are closing out. They are shutting all power plants of fossil fuel as well as nuclear. They are going to generate electricity based on solar, wind, all renewable biofuel like that, electricity. And 30% of their vehicles will be electric vehicles, so that no pollution will be there. So nobody wants pollution actually. That's why people are working, because that global warming, that's what global warming. So in Paris, there is an agreement, and we also signed that agreement that we will work for reducing pollution. That's why we are working. So that globally, the temperature won't increase. Okay. Now, IC engines means it looks like this as a cross section. There is a piston, there is a bowl, and fuel air mixture is here. But when you change the bowl shape, you can use any fuel in the same engine, because only compression ratio to be changed. CNG or LPG, hydrogen, ethanol. I have tried all these fuel in this engine. That's why. Now, these are the legislation. We need not go deep into the legislation, but we will have a lot of issues in measuring tailpipe emission on the vehicle. The route will be a problem, potholes will be a problem, these results will be changed. That is for testing. This is the Engine Development Center, which I have been working right now in Ashok Leyland. They are maintaining this Engine Development Center. And inside there are dynamometers for testing. And these are the working environment, my test controls room. Okay. Now, Euro 6, I told you, this is the typical layout of a Euro 6. From engine, gas is coming out. It enters into DOC. When it enters into DOC, what is DOC? I will show you. After some time, I will tell. What is DPF? I will tell. What is SCR? I will tell. So, now, there are certain vehicles where we use alternate technology to SCR, which is called a lean NOx trap. That means it doesn't use any fluid. For SCR technology requires a urea fluid for treatment. This doesn't require any fluid, but it's a three-way catalyst. I'll explain. Okay. Now, how emissions are generated is a chemistry not required for us. Emissions are generated, I told you, unburned fuel. So, okay. Now, this is a simple picture I can explain you how the exhaust gas is getting transformed. Exhaust gas from the engine will have all the four pollutants: hydrocarbon, CO, PM, NOx. Then when it passes through DOC, DOC is nothing but a honeycomb structured piece through which gases will be passing. It looks like an honeycomb structured honeycomb structured and a canned item. It's a muffler only. Inside there will be coatings. We used to do precious metal coating. Platinum will be coated inside, platinum or palladium. What it will do, platinum or palladium, what it will do is when there is a exhaust gas touches, suddenly exhaust temperature will increase and the temperature will burn the soot, whatever not burned. So this catalyst action means increasing the temperature, whatever it touches. DPF is same as DOC, but alternate holes plugged. That means it acts as a filter. Particulate matters will be filtered here. Later on, we will clean this. That cleaning process is called regeneration, I can tell you. And from there, here we will put ammonia in this. NH3, you could see. NOx is coming out. You see, from all the four pollutants, by using DOC, we reduced to PM and NOx, HCCO out. Then after using DPF, PM is out. So we killed all the pollutants and only NOx is there. Now along with NOx, we are adding NH3, the ammonia. Ammonia in the gas form. It will come in the liquid form, urea. Urea will be converted to ammonia here in the gaseous form. And NOx and NH3 will go inside. And the outcome will be NH3, small NH3 slip. And that slip will be taken care by auxiliary catalyst. And from there, the output will be all the four pollutants will be killed. The output will be N2O2, H2O, CO2. These are the, okay. This is what after treatment, which I've been talking for Euro 6. And without after treatment, no Euro 6. Okay. Now, NOx reduction philosophy and all not required. I'll just, these are all not required, intake, throttle. These are all we are using for, but only one thing I can tell you, you should know what is a catalyst. I was showing you catalyst, correct? This picture I was showing you. Catalyst, nothing but it's a substance that speed up the chemical reaction and it is not consumed. When gases touches that platinum, automatically the gas temperature will increase based on the chemical reaction without consumption. It's quite interesting chemistry and it will burn the soot. There are two reactions will happen, oxidation reaction and reduction. Now oxidation reaction is a chemical process where it gains oxygen and loses electrons and hydrogen. This hydrogen is responsible for reducing pollution and light of temperature. The catalytic light of temperature means at 200-degree gas temperature only this action will happen. It's an exothermic reaction. So the energy will be there and because of exothermic reaction, your heat is getting generated. And DOC is an open cell construction like this and inside it is coated. So the inside chemical reaction is CO plus O2 will become CO2, HC plus O2 becomes H2O plus CO2, like that chemical reaction is happening. In the particulate filter, the particles are getting collected like this. So particulate is reducing. And when it goes to SCR means selective catalytic reduction, all Euro 6 vehicles in India are fitted with selective catalytic reduction, except small pickup trucks and small trucks. That is the difference. There L&T technology is there. So there's a urea tank. So in the fuel tank is there, coolant tank is there in the vehicle. Now we have added urea tank and urea will be converted to ammonia while releasing the ammonia gas. And the exhaust is flowing here and it will go inside and NOx conversion will happen in SCR. SCR means selective catalytic reduction catalyst. This catalyst is copper zeolite material is used. There we use platinum palladium, here copper zeolite. The outcome will be nitrogen. That's all. Okay. So there are so many equations in this, not required for us. Okay. Okay. Just I'm telling you, this is the base engine. You could see the engine here. If you want to do Euro 6, you have to add a part called intake throttle. Throttle will govern the airflow. If I reduce the airflow, my temperature will increase and my nitrogen will reduce. That is why this is used, intake throttle. HC doser is for regeneration. I will tell you how it is used or cleaning later on. And there is another part called exhaust brake and another part called NOx sensor. There are many sensors are there. This is a typical Euro 6 system. Typical Euro 6 system you could see. And this way it is mounted in the truck. This system is mounted in the truck like this. And since I told a lot of sensors, it is mechatronics managing the engine. We have shown many sensors here. For example, crank speed, cam speed. Here I can explain you. Crank speed sensor will be there here. And cam speed sensor will be there in the engine somewhere. And cam speed sensor is there. Crank speed sensor is there. So these sensors will sense the engine information. One sensor, one actuator, and one instruction. That's all required. So you might be knowing MATLAB Simulink. All these programs are written in MATLAB Simulink. We used to write control system by MATLAB Simulink or C++. You can write in C++ also to control the sensors and actuators. If crank sensor gives the information of engine RPM, this RPM will be taken by an injection unit and it will pour injection for the requirement. That is called as injection actuation based on the RPM. So we use crank speed sensor. Cam speed will tell which cylinder to be fired. Boost pressure will say how much airflow is going. And the coolant temperature will say if the temperature is 100 degree, it will raise an alarm. Like that. So many sensors are there. Now EGR valve. EGR is nothing but exhaust gas is being fed into the intake cylinder, 10%. What it will do is, it's an inert gas, it won't participate in the combustion. Sensors actually, temperature and pressure sensors are there. Again, DOC, DPF, SCR. This is the schematic here it shows. Okay, so it explained only sensors. Later on, I will send these notes to Dr. Umale. You collect it and learn about sensors and actuators. That's all. Nothing more. All sensors will function well. No issue till now. So, okay. So this is called as ACU. ACU is after treatment control unit. Similar to that, there is an ECU, 32-bit ECU. All cars are run with computer-controlled electronics only. Now, here just you have to how to handle this. You have to handle with care, and it is fragile. And there are many design challenges because all these sensors are fitted in the heat area. So I have to take care. And Indian truck is typically running in this area, bottom portion, while European truck is top. So what we are doing is, for our purpose, we have to design ourselves. That is what we say. In our engine design, we made a lot of innovation. These are our innovations, saying that no HFM sensor, airflow is model-based calibration. In MATLAB Simulink, we have not used any sensor for airflow measurement. And we followed mid-NOx strategy. That means there will be, for example, NOx. means nitrogen oxide. It's a gram per kilowatt hour we call. If it is 3 NOx, it is low NOx. If it is 10 NOx, it is high NOx. If it is 5 NOx, it is mid NOx. That is the information I want to say. And this is the only 2-valve per cylinder engine applicated to Euro 6. All other engines in the world, including in India, all are 4-valve. This is the only engine which is 2-valve, so that's an innovation. And it's a big wiring harness is another area I forgot to tell you, electrical and electronic. Since lot of sensors are there, which is mechatronics and wiring harness. Wiring harness is a communication cable. The development is a big job. Okay. Now, finally, I will tell you about this DPF. I told you, in one particular case, soot is getting collected. It will be stayed there. It will increase the back pressure. At that time, while vehicle is running, we will clean the soot. That is called as regeneration. Passive regeneration means high temperature. When the temperature is 450 degree, automatically the soot will get burned. If not, we will pour some fuel called HC doser. Then again, we will improve the temperature to 550 degree. Then active regeneration. And then if soot level is very high, then we will park the vehicle somewhere and we will do parked regeneration. So that is all. Okay. So these are all how to do regeneration. And so, okay. A typical dashboard. Definitely your Euro 6 car will have so many telltales actually if you buy Euro 6 car. But everything had become digital now. We'll get it digital. So few important telltales are NOx sensor, malfunction lamp and stop lamp, or EDC lamp. If these lamps are started coming, you can go to nearby service station. There are many sensors and actuators for that. So even this dashboard is the biggest design for electronic engineers. These are all electronic cluster we used to call. This shows that high exhaust temperature. This shows DPF region inhibit on. And this is the inhibit switch. And it says that DPF lamp is solid, means DPF is loaded with soot, you have to clean it. And there are many precautions to be taken during park regeneration. You should park the vehicle in the proper place. We gave do's and don'ts and all. Now, when you have a EDC lamp, DPF lamp, stop lamp, you have to ultimately stop. All lamps will come depending on the severity of the after treatment loading. An AdBlue warning is there means urea quality is not okay. When NOx sensor error is coming means NOx emission is not okay. So Euro 6, everything is online and it can be monitored. Okay. Now BS6 diesel, I told you low sulfur, so you have to use only BS6 diesel. And in India, there is a problem. For example, if you want to burn anything at catalyst, you require minimum 200 degree. But when somebody purchases the truck and use only in idle for a concrete mixer application in a stationary application, the temperature won't rise. That means our after treatment won't work. So at that time, we used to do thermal management to improve upon. So such difficulties and all challenges we faced in India. Okay. Now, like that, if you develop, what will happen is emission is a must and you have to do that. And we used low ash oil we have developed and we have used for this. So in future, what will happen? Now pollution is reduced in Euro 6. Euro 6, very low pollution. So in future, further reduction is possible. Then beyond which, what is important? What is important is fuel consumption and fuel saving. So I was telling you, when you give the fuel input, the output, where and all the losses are going. For example, in engine friction, the fuel will get lost. Accessory loads. Accessory load means power steering, AC. These will consume fuel. Drivetrain losses. Then aerodynamic loss. When vehicle is running in an air, opposite friction will come. It has to overcome that friction. That is why this shape is given to reduce aerodynamic loss. And tire and weight, it will give rolling resistance. So engine efficiency matters. Overcome, okay. So fuel economy improvement will be the future. So if you work on an engine, every day is Olympics for us. fuel efficiency, emission reduction, cost, innovative features, safety, and durability. So besides regulation, we should work on all so that we will have a safety. This is our green bus, which is electric bus made by Optire. So from the Euro 6 introduction, I'll just switch over to future automobile, and from there, I will come back to digital transformation going on in an industry. Before that, if you have any question, please feel free to ask now, so that I will move to another section. Any question? Is there any chat box? Somebody put screen is not visible. Now it's visible because 439 you put it. I don't know. Any feedback? You got my screen, no? Throughout I am presenting without showing the screen or what? Okay. Yes, our automobile company is researching on entry ignition technology. What is entry ignition technology? Rishik,
Yes, sir.
can you speak out? What is entry engine technology?
So basically, the conventional combustion is broken down into steps. So, firstly, the first chamber compresses the air. Then, in the next chamber, fuel is injected into the compressed high temperature air, and then it is injected into the main cylinder. And without the use of spark plug, the fuel is combusted. So, by this technology, we can obtain a better compression ratio, better thermal efficiency, and lesser emissions. So, like, it is not a proven technology, but I had read it somewhere. So, our automobile company is researching on it.
No, not at all. But one thing I can tell you, this is similar to compressed air technology. You remember some in 2005, Ratan Tata had purchased one technology from Germany called cars will be run with compressed air. Pure hawa mein chalne ka. So there it is like that only. There is no intake wall, exhaust wall. All the walls are exhaust only. So first cylinder will suck the air. It will get compressed and it will go to second cylinder. And second cylinder, it will go with more pressure. Like that, from the fourth cylinder, output will be there. Similar to that. But this is news to me. I have never heard about it. Very good. We are not working on, because the problem is per cylinder we are taking the power and combining 4-cylinder, 5-cylinder. In that case, even for taking the power, we may have to pass through 4 cylinders, maybe the way you are saying, compression and again adding fuel in next cylinder. Then such a research not there. Thanks for the information. I don't know about that. Any other question? But definitely what you say is correct. More heat will be there and emission will be reduced if that technology is used. In Australia, they are working on hydrogen actually. All universities are working on hydrogen. So hydrogen means no carbon. It's a pure fuel. But what is the problem with hydrogen is density. You cannot carry hydrogen in a vehicle. No? It's very light fuel. So if you want to carry 50% of the truck will be hydrogen cylinders. Then only you can travel at least 500 kilometers. Otherwise, energy-wise, it's very good. Energy carrier. Hydrogen is an energy carrier. Any other question? Okay, so I'll go to next chapter. Oh, so you told about after treatment, which you will explain afterwards. Priyal Jain. Can we use water as a fuel? Okay, Priyal Jain, I will answer your question. Before that, I will answer this. Water as a fuel and use electrolytes to generate hydrogen to use. Very good question. Shreyas Molly. Very good question. Yes, even I have tried water diesel mix and reduced NOx by 150 ppm. And whole world is working to generate hydrogen using electrolysis only. Hydrogen is the fuel for future. By 2030, hydrogen fuel will be used for a fuel cell. Fuel cell is like a battery. Today, battery electric vehicle fuel cell is like a battery where, but the fuel will be consumed and go on. You have to put input on hydrogen and get the power. The power density of fuel cell is same as diesel engine. That's the reason it will be popular. Using electrolysis is the wide popular means of producing hydrogen. Otherwise, there are many methods by reforming. You can produce with any fuel. You can get hydrogen, but electrolysis is the good method and widely applicated electronics is there. I told you after treatment I will explain you, but I have explained no in a single page. That is after treatment. If I have not impacted on that, I have to show you that again. I'll just show you Priyal. I think the whole program is after treatment. Where I missed it, I don't know. I'll show you. Okay. Now, if this is the case, I have to present now. You are able to see my screen? Okay, so this is after treatment, no? Somebody's question was there, no? Priya Molly. DOC, DPF, decomposed to SCR and ACS. This is after treatment. And this is packaged in a box like this. Yeah, like this. It is packaged here. Sorry. It's packaged in a box like this. Showed you, know, in few trucks. That is packaged in a box in the front page I showed you, first box. This is after treatment box. Okay, this is shown. Okay, so shall I switch over to next topic? Very good. One more question came. Can BS6 engine work with same efficiency of BS4 fuel, or will it come? Very good question, Shubhandar. Efficiency will be same, sir, with the BS4 because calorific value and everything same. But the pollution will be high. If you use BS4 fuel in BS6 vehicle, sulfur is high. It will spoil my catalyst actually, copper zeolite, sulfur poisoning will happen. So efficiency will be same, but there is a problem with the after treatment control. That is what it is. Okay. Mandar, have I answered you? You can unmute and say it's okay. Muted. You have muted people so that they can't open. Maybe. Thanks. Okay. Okay. So I from Hero 6, I will just show you what are the future opportunities in the powertrain. Future opportunities means you should know coding actually in MATLAB Simulink, either autonomous vehicle or a guided vehicle or electric vehicle or even diesel vehicle. You should always program, and your program will run that through ECU. ECU is electronic control unit. Okay. So I'll just show you. Future will be fuel economy, I told. So there are a lot of technologies which is getting developed. One of them is turbocharging. Turbocharging is nothing. There are many turbochargers out there. Turbocharging is nothing but it's a compressor driven by the exhaust of any vehicle, and it will increase the density of the air. If 1 kg is going, turbo will make 2 kg air inside. Your airflow is proportional to power and torque. So airflow is more required. That's what the turbocharger And there are a lot of technologies in turbocharger, and fuel injection also, a lot of technologies are there. And future waste heat recovery. We used to recover the waste heat. As I told you, 30% is fuel converted directly to power, and remaining 30% for waste to coolant, and 30% wasted to exhaust. These waste heat to be recovered for power. That is what the future automobile. And Cummins is working for 55% thermal efficiency. That means we talk 30% thermal efficiency is there in the bike. They have improved up to 55%. It is at experimental level. Worldwide, they are having only 44%. 44%. And in order to improve from 44 to 55, there are a lot of modifications to be done. It is costly. It is not easily possible in production. It is only to say what are all the changes they did. They did roller rocker, reduce the friction. They have optimized the lubrication. And this is the curve, you can say P theta curve. You're able to see this curve where work done under this area is the power. And this curve will be widening in future so that we'll get more work done in a shortest peak firing pressure. This peak firing pressure is 200 bar here, and I have worked up to 180 bar. And this is the duration is for only 70-degree combustion, minus 20 to 60. Total 2 revolution means 320-degree a cylinder will rotate, out of which only 70-degree this curve will come. Otherwise, it will be in 1 bar only. In these 70-degree only, fuel is getting burnt, combusted, and it is coming out. So we have to do research on this 70-degree, improving the fuel burning. Fuel to burn inside, that's all. That is thermal efficiency. A lot of sensors and actuators are there. And cooling system, lubrication system, both are important for the vehicle, and future we should improve upon that. I just showed you about valve train or power cylinder. Everywhere, a lot of engineering can be done to improve upon, reduce the friction and improve the performance. Okay. And now these are few fuel economy technology. Automatic transmission is there. And auxiliary units can be driven by electric, so for example, electric water pump, electric pump and all. And material, we can go for lightweight material. So if somebody is very light, he can run fast. The same way, if it is very light, it will eat less. Though fuel economy will be there, acceleration will be better. And future, we will have more pollution-based engine development. That is, NOx will be further reduced. That is what everybody, instead of 1 catcon, people are using 2 catcon to reduce NOx. This is BMW Euro 6. And this is from Opel Astra, where your after treatment is there. So everywhere it is after treatment, only in future. Now Volkswagen twin dosing system, that means they have 2 SCRs to control the NOx. And everywhere in future, your pollution to be reduced, to go on reduced, and it will be monitored. Euro 7, now we are in Euro 6. Euro 7 means further NOx reduction, that's all, nothing more than that. And this I showed you, real world emission will be measured in future in the car. So it's a big challenge for us. And that's all. And from here, what I told you is in future automobile means future pollution reduction further, fuel economy improvement. That is the future. Basic engine design is protected. And this is for 70% and 30% for electric vehicles and autonomous. Electric vehicle in 2-wheeler and electric vehicle in 3-wheeler is possible, where lightweight designs can be possible. Bigger vehicle, it is not near future, it will take time. Okay. So the third one, I will go for digital disruptions in the industry. My screen is not visible. I just closed it. Okay. So now last one is digital disruptions, digital industry 4 in manufacturing industry. Before that, Kiran wanted to say something. Kiran, please. No, no, अभी close कर दिया ना मैंने. Five. No, you past 10 minutes you are not seen, Kiran. For others, just now only I closed it.
No, sir, you are not able to see.
Huh? Same feedback everywhere. Just let me check. Present now, 1 minute. Entire screen. Share. Now it's visible. It's visible, no? So I was talking on this only. If at all, if it is not visible, very sorry for that. Digital disruptions, maybe. I was showing on future technologies, how it is coming. There we have to focus on combustion. I was showing only this curve, P theta curve. This is only 70 degree. In the 720 degree, 2 revolutions on engine. We have to work on this area to improve efficiency. That is the only thing I told. Rest, I told that there are a lot of technologies already we need to integrate. And there I told about lightweight material. Kiran, you are able to see this metallurgical advancement page? Okay. Yes. So bumper to bumper, I'm using 90% steel. We can use aluminum and magnesium to reduce weight, high strength steel, carbon fiber technology, nanotechnology, all are not come to industry as of now, all are experiment. We have a huge job to bring it to industry, those things. That's what I told. Then I told about future, how BMW and Opel Astra, they made the after treatment. And Euro 7 Volkswagen is making twin SCR system. That means whatever we made after treatment, you have to multiply. That's all. Treat again and again. Then you have to reduce fuel economy. That is what it is. CO2 or fuel economy. Euro 7 will come to India by 2025, but nothing but pollution reduction only. That is what I told. So now I am closing this. Now screen won't be there. Stop sharing. Now, last one is Industry 4 and digital disruption. That I will show you. Before that, any question on future automobile or general automobile or Euro 6, any question you can ask. No question? Again, I have to do lecture. That means you are taking lot of work from your professors. Yeah? I think professors will be very difficult to take lectures. Yeah, Umalaji, you have to continuously talk to students maybe.
Yes, sir.
They won't get interactive. They will only listen. Okay, you are a good listeners. Okay. So last one, I'll show about digital disruptions in the industry. Okay. Entire screen and okay. So you are able to see this? Oh, very good. In future, I have already told you, in 90s it is mechanical, in 2000 it is electronics, and 2020 it is digital disruption. So in future, when you work in any industry, automotive industry, you are supposed to know about advanced analytics. Advanced analytics means fast Fourier transformation in a form of software and data. So much data is available. Every second, data are generated. You should know how to analyze the data, interpret the data, how to summarize the data by x-axis, y-axis, or in 3D, 3-axis in 3D also. So for that, you should learn advanced analytics. Python is the program which is making, and Converge is another software. I think if you are lucky, if you know Python programming to do this. Okay. Digital, I already told you, Android phone is there and everything, Internet of Things, and which is coming. Shared. So future automobile we are calling as ACES, autonomous, connected, electric and shared services, ACES. But shared services अभी भी हमको है share auto. But in future, shared means people will be at different place. They are connected by the internet and they will use the shared facility. Now we are using now where, say like that. Communication by connected. Now connected can be scalable and by cloud and telematics are used. We are using telematics to know now every lorry in Euro 6 we can trace from our place because of telematics. Now, collaborative technologies are there, big data analytics, robotics, and augmented reality. I already told you. So, my screen is visible, no? Vehicles for future. Okay. Because I'm asking this question because later on you should know. Okay. Artificial intelligence is there. Artificial intelligence, what we wanted to do is we want to predict failure. Today, digital twin had come to automobile. That means whatever mechanical item we are simulating, modeling it and giving all these features of mechanical and run the software. That means software will come after 4 hours, says that I am aged, I am tired, my life is over. Everything can be get from software like engine endurance. So engine need not be run with diesel. Without spending money, you can do digital. So for that, we should know this artificial intelligence. For that, lot of inputs to be done and program can be made in MATLAB Simulink only. MATLAB Simulink and pattern machine learning, pattern recognition. But then, having made the digital twin, this digital twin means there are softwares. One software will run the vehicle, another software will monitor how the software is running. Any problem, immediately the monitoring software, that is the twin software, will alert. There is a message will come to your mobile, there is a problem in your vehicle. Or it will repair on its own. It can, machine learning can do that. Or it will send an information to the owner saying that there is a failure. This is what pattern recognition, that is what it's required, so artificial intelligence. Then capability to be improved, 3D printing. For example, Honeywell Technologies in Bangalore, they are making millions of nozzles for Boeing aeroplane, that aeroplane engine nozzle, by 3D printing in India. So 3D printing is wide popular now. I hope in your college lab also 3D printing will be there, should be there. Many colleges it is there. And blockchain technology is going to come, IoT, Internet of Things, neural networks, deep learning, voice recognition. These are all for digital transformation we need to know. And for example, in future, for now you are seeing film in Netflix or Amazon Prime, not going to theaters like. Automobile you will be using by only rental, not owning it, everything use and throw. For all these things, connection and the computer is important. That's what it is shown. So these are all autonomous vehicle, how it's playing. It keeps its distance on its own. Even a non-autonomous human being won't drive like this properly in the lane. And advanced driver assistance system, ADAS, is the process of developing autonomous vehicle, and people are developing. By 2030 autonomous vehicle will come. Autonomous vehicle software is having a platform. Everybody is putting their software. TCS is developing, many companies are developing autonomous vehicle software for Ford Motor and Nissan. India is a big software player in making autonomous vehicle programs actually. So what are all the sensors used, what are all the processors used, what algorithm, everything there. There are various sensors and actuators, I told you, requires for digital. And there are adaptive control. Even today, you could see if there is safety issue on the road, it will get alarm. Adaptive controls are there on the vehicle. In Hino Motors in Japan, when I drove a vehicle, if there is obstacle comes, automatically it gets stopped because the adaptive control system is working there. Okay. Now our mobiles are making us static. No, people used to see the mobile and stand, not walk. Okay, digital shopping through YouTube is happening today. Even all retail branding is happening, advertisement is happening, Facebook, WhatsApp video call. So we have already crossed the digital era. But only thing is we have to applicate like augmented reality or IoT and cloud computing for our purpose. So how it is used in industries, and just I have shown 2-3 examples like digital supply chain, so 3D printer, and this is a 3D printed component. In our industry, whatever I have made in my tech center, these are the components I made 3D printing. 3D modeling I will do and put it into printer. The layer by layer it will form, and finally you will get this. Now, IoT for manufacturing means you require, for example, if you enter into the factory, your lighting, heating, cooling, everything can be controlled based on the sensor. And industry 1 is mechanical, industry 2 is mass production and assembly line, and industry 3 is computer, automobile, and cyber physical system is industry 4 right now. Everywhere Internet of Things is industry 4. On the industry 4, I could show automation, big data. I think these are all you will be studying as ancillary or some course. You should do it because future digital manufacturing is the future. Big data, predictive analytics. This was prognosis we used to call. And IoT can be used on all area in an industry. That's why we are calling smart city or smart product, smart system. Wherever internet is used, we will say smart because information is available to everybody. And in our company, all are implemented. These are all I'm showing from my factory. And these are all for our heat treatment lab, how it is getting monitored, centralized SCADA PC, and how it's getting real-time analysis, shop-wise, how they are getting monitored. And even, in pneumatic leakage is there, immediately all valves will get shut so that there no air wastage will be there. These are the engine assembly where they used to digitize the data and keep it for traceability. Any problem comes, they can easily trace out. This is the concept they produce the factory, and factory is no actual. So, industry 4, nothing but wherever you scan, you can trace that engine. That is what it is. Now, end of line data set flashing is also by automated, and ECOS means electrical checking at the end of line, wherever resistors and everything, and automatically that reading will be stored in the computer with respect to vehicle number, so you can trace. Okay, control system. Now, control system is there in the engine. How to develop a control system? You should know coolant temperature sensor to show the temperature. So we will write a program here, system requirement, then functional requirement, how coolant temperature sensor, that is resistance versus the temperature we used to calibrate. Then algorithm will write, and we will code the, means we will compile the code and put it into testing, software in loop, hardware in loop, then it will go to vehicle. This is the process of controller development. Controller doesn't mean, controller means it is software programming for running the engine or vehicle or so on. Even for electric vehicle also, control programming is important. So MATLAB Simulink is very important for you to learn for future. There are many architectures we did for ECU. Then this is iAlert. This iAlert is nothing but IoT. That means we are getting the real-time information of the vehicle from vehicle ECU. We can use this, and from our mobile, we can find out what is happening to the vehicle. And the alert can be given to owner or somebody. That way it is. And this is the dashboard from iAlert. That means this dashboard is digital twin, same as what is there in the vehicle. So people can see how their vehicle is functioning by sitting in a place. Dealer can see this after selling the vehicle. And nowadays, if the lorry is here and our factory is in Tamil Nadu, how to activate this lorry by flashing a program? We will flash over air. These are also Internet of Things. Flash over air we are doing. And the Uptime Solution Center means that I told you, we are seeing that what is the problem in the vehicle, and we are advising nearby through computers by email and other things. So this way, and even daily management, we are automated everything, daily management also by computers. So computer engineering, mechanical engineering, electronics engineering together will make future ready for employed in automotive industries. So all three are must actually. Of course, metallurgy and chemical as a side, ancillary maybe. Okay. So there are many such applications in the industry. I just showed you a few. This is the uptime center I told you. So this helps the people by getting the data from the vehicle, and we advise troubleshooting. Now, artificial intelligence, if you make, then automatically it can be troubleshoot. That's all. So now digital disruption also I have completed. Any questions on the digital? See, all these companies were earlier mechanical only. Now we have become electronics and digital. Okay. Uh, 522. Bhavya, you couldn't see my screen at 522? The screen was visible or not visible now? It's not visible. But what about others? Others, it is visible. Well, that means some internet problem is there. Okay. Can I have some more questions to you so that I can bridge the gap between your current academic curriculum to industry? Any questions on the industry? This pandemic created a big problem in India. Millions of jobs are under threat now because business is not there, money is not there. So industries are practicing a different kind of working atmosphere, like work from home and work from office. So office spaces are getting reduced, money movement is getting reduced. However, there is a digital transformation and computer education that come up very fast. Whatever happened is only 6 to 1 month or 1 year only. Later on, it will become normal business, either automobile or. But in medical instrumentation and in those areas, a lot of opportunities are there apart from automobile. But automobile definitely enough automobile opportunities are there, because without mobility there is no business. So we are mobile people. Sudhakarji, boliye.
Sir, what are the provisions for internships in your company?
No, actually, up to this April, there are no internship because of this social distancing and this pandemic and all. And next year and all, once the government relaxes full lockdown, we can start internships.
So, students wants to know procedure for internship.
Okay, you write to me. I will put it to right HRD at that time. And if they want in Bombay, Pune, I can put it to dealerships there.
Okay.
If you want factory, we have factories in Pantnagar, we have factories in Hosur, near Bangalore, we have factories in Chennai, we have factories in Bandara, we have factories in Alwar. 9 factories are there. So depending on their nearby location, we can give.
Okay.
Also for digital, we have Hinduja Technologies. We can try some software people there in Hinduja Technologies.
So, what is the minimum time required for internship in your organization?
Oh, my organization is not following a regular internship or something. It is only by recommendation, no? So even 1 week is enough if they say yes.
Minimum.
There is no hard and fast rule, to give internship. There is no regular program called giving internship and training. It's a business organization. If at all some form comes, they will process. They have some minimum requirement. The college has to give no objection certificate and something. So these process will take 2 to 3 months. And few people wanted to do internship in their college itself. Few people wanted to do on site. It depends on that. However, from the college, you can only observe because 1 month, 2 month internship. You can only observe whatever I showed you in a PowerPoint. You can physically see there. That's all. You cannot work on any program. If like sandwich course where 6 months, 10 months, if you come, then we can organize for you to work on that as an internship.
TVS Suzuki. Hello.
Yes. I will take it. I will just complete Sudhagar's question. Sudhagar, have I answered you?
Okay. TVS Suzuki started its online internship. What is the?
TVS Suzuki, na? Okay. Maybe there are some companies very novel way. See, I'll tell you, TVS Suzuki will start all those things because their customers are students.
Okay.
Their bike is selling maximum 25 years to 40 years. That way it is. Which software before big companies like yours? And I told you already, anyhow, I'll repeat. If you know ProE is a drawing software, which is Creo. It is called as Creo from PTC for designing. And CATIA is very famous. And IDEA Next Gen, that is from Siemens actually. These are the three softwares for designing. For analysis, Nastran, Patran, and you should know von Mises analysis and all stress strain. That is also by software only, ANSYS pattern. Then you will have a software for control system, which is MATLAB Simulink. Software for an analysis, that is, I told you, big data analysis, that is by Python. So if my English pronunciation is not good, I will say Python and Excel, Word, PowerPoint. It's a must. Okay, it's a must. And next one is Creo or ProE. These are design software. CATIA, IDEA, Next Gen. Today, internet is there. You can see all these things in internet. What is it? Design software. MATLAB Simulink is very important for control systems, either electric vehicles or these are. Okay, these are the softwares. So if no questions, I leave it to Santosh and Umalaji. Hope you might have got some 20-30% of what I told you. If not, you can send your questions to Umalaji. I will answer from my company.
There is one question in chat box, sir.
Again, yes. SolidWorks, yes. SolidWorks. If you know any one software, other software learning is very easy. I'm not aware of Fusion 360. I don't know Fusion 360. See, the beauty of this software is, if you want to draw a circle, it will say 2-point and distance you give, or 3-point you give. Like that. So fundamental geometry we can learn by going to software actually. I came to know 2-point circle only after learning AutoCAD. That way. At the time, I used to draw in AutoCAD when I started my career. Now all are in ProE, you. All 3D models today. So how much you understood pollution reduction, I don't know. Hope you might have understood about engine running and pollution and reduction by this exercise, which had been very good effort made by your homology and your professors. Hope you use this session. And if you have taken notes and any item, if you don't know, ask Google. It will answer everything. Today, everything is in Google, nothing beyond that.
So,
Yes, Sudhakar.
Priyal, are you,
Yes, sir.
you start.
Yes.
Thanks.
So yes, sir.
Uh,
So we wanted to thank you for enlightening us on the various topics of the softwares used in the industries, the BS6 norms, the precautions taken, Industry 4.0, Euro 6, various topics which we might have not gone through just as to look at the Google, but because of you, we have known these topics and now we might look into those topics. So we just want to thank you for coming, joining us and letting us know so many various topics. And
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Mm.
Uh,
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'll leave you. Thanks. Bye.
okay, sir. Thank you very much for
Thank you. Thank you.
joining
No
us.
issue. Umalaji, no issue. Anytime you call me.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you.